Hey guys, Thursday 16.3 is about to drop. I'm doing a quick video because I want to maybe give a little bit more explanation on why I feel that the low barrier is superior to the high barrier. If you guys were in the affiliate group yesterday, you saw quite a long thread between myself and another consulting group, which is completely fine, and it's all for the betterment of the affiliates. But I want to give a little bit more in-depth reason on why Factory Forge believes in this model. And give you guys maybe a little bit more context of what we're trying to achieve. So I keep using the analogy of own your area or own your audience. So let's just say that you live in a city that is 200,000 people. There's 200,000 people in that city or that 10-mile radius that are actually able to drive to your facility. However, when you break down your target market, what you're going to find is there's probably anywhere from 10 to 50,000. The reason being is we want to start to look at things like age, income, and interest, right? Most likely, if you're a higher priced CrossFit facility, you're not going to go for a 17-year-old. For us, I'll just let you guys know, we actively advertise from 28 years old to 38 years old, and we start with females. I can get deeper into that, why we target only females and non-males. But so you break that down, and let's just use, for the sake of the conversation, 200,000 people. There's 50,000 that fit our target market. And as we've done a lot of studies, we'll break everything down into, there's kind of three main categories of what people, and we'll call these pain points of what they're trying to solve. So we have fat loss, we have muscle gain, and then we have performance. Again, this is for the fitness industry. These are all different depending if you're a yoga studio or any different business fitness event. But when you look at these three, when we've done a lot of our breakdowns and analysis, what we find out is 90% are actually interested in fat loss. Muscle gain is something that once people have normally achieved their fat loss, they'll move into a muscle gain state. We look at that as about 7%, and then I'm probably on the high side with 3%. So now when you look at, you got 200,000 people, 50,000 at 90%, and let's say all 50K were fat loss. So there's 50,000 people in the area that meet our target market specifics, and they're interested in fat loss. I talked about that low barrier, I talked about awareness. The number one thing that we want to have happen is we want all 50,000 people to know about, for myself, it's the Fast Factory. And the two ways we can have this happen is our blog, and then plus social. Okay, so this is our awareness state. Now, I can't really provide a lot of value, or I can't keep having the conversation. I can't dictate how they're going to get educated on us if I don't gather their email. So what we want to do is we want to take all 50,000 and put them in a action state. An action state is, what we're going to do is we're going to get their email in exchange for a piece of value. So whether it's a bring a friend day, whether it's an intro, whether it's ideally what we try to help affiliates do is just come up with a high-valued ebook that solves a pain point or a problem. We call these lead magnets, and these lead magnets should solve a specific problem. So one of our lead magnets is the 10 ultimate secrets to reducing belly fat. That is very specific in what it's trying to do, and it's completely free and complimentary. That is our lead magnet. The sole goal of it is to take these 50,000 people that match, who are interested in us, and get their emails. So if we're able to get all of them, that's our goal. What you guys will find that as each person visits this, we're able to convert about 50%. And I can show you guys screenshots of us converting at 50%. That doesn't mean we have 50,000 leads right now. It means that over time, as we continue to advertise, as we continue to create awareness campaigns, that every time 1,000 people land there, we're getting 500 leads. So right now, let's just move it down. Say we've completed that stage, which it's never fully complete, but you have 25,000 people that you now have contact information. Or if you want to be more realistic, say you're getting 100 eyes per week on this, that means we're going to have 50 new leads. And what's happened is these people that are up here are cold, and I'm actually doing a lesson plan right now and kind of explaining a lot of this stuff, but this is cold traffic. When they move to this stage, they become warm. All right, so you have awareness, action, and then the final stage is that engagement. And we talked about that threshold right here. And this is where my belief system is different than others. A lot of people say, well, that threshold needs to be a high value because we're a high value fitness facility. And yes, I think we all should be high value. We are close to $75 more expensive than any fitness facility in the I think 50-mile radius. We are high value. However, what I'm trying to say to you guys is hold off that initial action to one stage later. So we have what we'll call it here. This is we call it the tripwire. And what it does is you're basically making them an offer, and it's really, really high value, but you're giving it away at your cost. And what we do here is we put together a fat loss challenge. And we'll sell it for $49. The reason why I'm willing to tell you guys this, because if you went on my website, you guys would see it all happening anyways. At least let's put some context to it so you guys can understand what we're doing. Awareness, action, engagement. What we do here is we put together the fat loss challenge, and this is that threshold. It's $49. They get no access to our gym, but we're helping them solve their problems. We put together an ebook, at-home workouts. We hold a on-site body fat testing, performance testing, and then we give a nutrition lecture. All it's doing is they're getting a chance to see us face to face. They've spent just a little bit of money, but in the scheme of things, it's not a lot. And this $49 becomes our marketing budget. So what it does now is I market our gym at net zero. Most gyms have to pull off their high barrier profit to market for the gyms. I take the $49, and right now every 8 weeks we run this challenge, and it brings us in anywhere from 20 to on average 30 people to this stage. So 30 people have crossed this threshold. So we have 30 people right here. And again, if you guys are wondering, PAR is essentially go 10%, 10%, 10%. It's a law of numbers of why low barrier works. So we're able to convert of our leads every 8 weeks. We get 30 people into our tripwire. However, once they've attended the workshop, they've seen everything we have to offer, that's when they upgrade to our membership. So these 30 people that initially started at $49, by the time they're done with their first day, they've already signed up for a membership at the bare minimum of $155, and they've also bought a bag of protein, fish oil, and a t-shirt. So that initial purchase that we sold for $49 just to get them in the door, it covers all of our marketing. Yes, it's low barrier of entry, but what you'll see is it's just the tripwire. It's just if you look at it, if what we do is a piece of pie, and you guys look at the 6 habits of health, hydration, sleep, fitness, nutrition, and so forth. All we're doing is we're taking a small sliver, a tiny sliver, and selling it for $49. And then when you add all that stuff up, their average client value after that first month is already at $200. And we're not having to sell them a lot of stuff. They've already been educated on. So reason why I like low barrier than high barrier is what I can do is it's that this threshold, I'm able to get more people onto the side of being actually a client and make that jump. Whereas, if you have a high barrier of entry and on-ramp right here, and again, there's nothing wrong with on-ramp. All I'm saying is take your on-ramp and just bump it down one stage. Have something that's low barrier of entry, then upgrade them to high barrier of entry. So what we do is we have the $49 product. They go on to a lower membership, 3 days a week, $155. They're going to get all their supplements they need, and then what they do is they upgrade to unlimited. They sign up for seminars, they do PT, and that's how we're able to grow. When we are in our growth state, trying to grow our gym right now, or when we were trying to grow it, we're adding anywhere from 30 to 40 members per month, and we were doing it at an average client value of above $200. That's why I say low barrier of entry is, I feel, superior. And other people don't have to believe it, and it's fine, but this is the system that we use with our VIP clients, and we find it extremely valuable is because A, we're able to generate more leads faster than anybody else. We're able to get more clients faster than anybody else because we're only charging $49. If I charge $49, you charge $300, I will get more clients than you. It's a law of math. But what happens is there's a lot of trust that get built here. There's a lot of trust that gets built here. So that way, when you get to this stage, it's a no-brainer to get involved. And so, again, I'm just reshooting this video. I wanted to put a little bit more context to you guys on why low barrier is superior, why you should consider changing your market strategy to focus on your 50,000 or 100,000 or whatever it is, understanding your target audience. There's a lot of stuff we're covering in Marketing Mastery right now is how to do all this stuff. But you guys need to be opening up your minds to saying, look, I live in a city of 50,000 people. There's only 100,000 or only 10,000 people I actually can talk to. Make sure that your message is very clear for the stage that it's at. So if it's awareness, you're providing good content for people that are prospects, not members. Now, once we move to here, we have to understand what their pain point is and then help them solve it initially. Build that trust. Provide value before you ask them to buy. I use the analogy of if you wanted to take somebody on a date or marry somebody, you meet them at Starbucks, you see them eye to eye, that's awareness. If you walk up to them and you have conversation for a little bit and then you get their phone number, that's action. And then from there, you take them on their first date, and you start to text and you take them on their first date, that's engagement. From there, the point at which you have your first kiss, you start dating, that's when they become, and the transition from just purely a friend to an actual physical relationship. That's when they make this threshold here. Now, if I use the extreme, if you would have asked them for their hand in marriage, or if you would have done this, and then still ask them to jump right into marriage, yes, it can work, but it's not gonna work as easily. So again, don't use that for dating or marriage. What I'm trying to say is we're using the laws of human nature to build our business. A lot of business owners make the mistake of trying to sell to everybody before we've actually built the relationship. So take a little bit of time, slow things down, follow the proper steps, and then what you'll notice is that you're gonna get a lot more new clients, and if you can create a scalable way to get them in the door, I'm not saying for $49 give them gym access or start coaching them. Create a product that is scalable, that doesn't eat up your time, but allows them to get huge value of what you guys do, and then you can sell them on the membership, and you don't have to sell them. It's just a natural progression. It's the next thing to do. It's like dating somebody for 5 years, and eventually the next progression is either you have to move in together and see how it's going to work or call it quits. That's what we're doing right here is we're getting people to move to that next step. So I've used it for myself. They ask me, where is my data? My data is that in 18 months we went from 0 members to 300 members. And I won't get into our revenues, but you guys can quickly do the math. We grew very fast. And so yeah, if I was the only affiliate owner to do it, maybe I got lucky. But the truth is we've taken 20, 30 other affiliates and we've done this exact model and they didn't have any of this stuff built. And then they grow really, really fast to the point where their biggest problem right now is I have too many members, I need more coaches. And so we're working with them on team development. Again, the entire conversation is dig a little bit deeper, understand the why we believe low barrier is superior to high barrier. If you don't believe it, it's cool. If you guys want to keep doing it that way, it can work. And I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just saying there's different ways to skin the cat. So guys, thanks for listening. Have a great Thursday. Have a great weekend. Enjoy Friday Night Lights.